Hey, hello. So this is my weekly entry for week 14, which was the first week of my Easter holidays, and that began on the 23rd of March. No, wait, the 30th of March, sorry. So this is horrendously out of date, and I'm behind quite a bit, but yeah, the week beginning 30th of March, I believe, yeah. So, well, it was the holidays, and I was meant to start working, but I kind of didn't. Monday I did do some work, but then Tuesday I knew this was going to be happening. But my school organised something which was really nice and fun of them, which was like a day where we could go in as students and play board games because like they have during one of the societies, one of the lunch things, you can go and play board games, and that's decently popular. But of course, like there's a limited time during lunch, and some board games take really long. So they gave the option to do that on for an entire day, so you could play longer board games or just more of the same board game. I only went in the afternoon because I tried to do some work in the morning, but that was fun nonetheless. Then on the yeah, so that was just chatting with friends. Then okay, on Monday also, like before that, so I was thinking of emailing the teacher and telling her, oh, I'm sorry, I will come, but only in the afternoon. But my procrastination means I ended up not doing that, so I'm amazing. And then also, uh, on Monday, I went for a really like nice long hour walk in the evening, like 6 o'clock to 7 o'clock. So that would just help me clear my mind roughly. Tuesday was the board games. On the way back, I was thinking, oh, you know what I could do? I could maybe go and just, um, I could maybe go and just go to random places in London and take some photos, but I didn't. And the reason why I thought I would do that is Yearbook. So the deadline for that technically was that Friday, right? The Friday of the first week of the holidays, which would have been the 3rd of April. So then, okay, so Monday, Tuesday, not much important stuff. Wednesday, I don't think I really did anything. I think I was just at home doing nothing. I started thinking about the yearbook. So then what I did is I just like tried to find as many old photos of myself as I could and send them all to my phone. And I can find this if maybe I can, it would take too long. But I ended up just fucking overthinking like shit and creating like a folder on my phone which had multiple albums. So then so then the first one, yearbook, had 158. Then it just goes down and I started decreasing and getting closer. But it was only meant to be four photos in the final cut. So I where I was meant to have where I was meant to have four photos, I had 158. So that took quite a lot of rounding. I got through to round seven, which had 32, only to pick four photos in the end, which I kind of knew I'd pick. But where did I get these photos from? So lots of these are old photos. So this is, wait, if I ignore the school quest, first day of school, I looked like shit, whatever. And then other ones are just miscellaneous selfies or whatever. My biggest issue was that lots of photos, almost all of the good photos of me were either selfies or photos with my parents. I neither had many good selfie good I neither had many good solo photos nor many good photos with my friends. And like lots of the photos which I'm in, I'm at the edge because I took those photos. Whatever. So then what's next? So Wednesday, not much fuck around. Thursday, so first of all, there was a call from the person doing the ADHD test. She was talking to my parents, but it was so nice weather. It felt like fucking rage bait. Because I'd been thinking, oh, okay, you know what I might do? I might go and try and get some photos of me in London, whatever. Maybe I'll message my friend who lives along the way, and then we can take photos together for a yearbook, whatever, like solo photos. I messaged him, he didn't fucking reply. But okay, the main thing is the um my parents talked to the person who tested me for ADHD, and my dad said, "Oh, but oh, Ang, stay around. We might need you." They didn't, but I would have left home at around 2 o'clock or so, but I wasn't able to leave until like 5 p.m. or something because, like, I had to. My dad made me stay at home, so I didn't have that much time for um, trying to take photos. Um, didn't go too badly though. I tried to take photos on my own, but they always turn out really bad. And also, you kind of have like my phone is like one of these, right? So you can do it like that, but then it's really unstable, and it's way better to get someone to take it because also you have to prop it and you have to make sure it balances. Nonetheless, I took a bunch of photos, some nice ones. You can probably tell which city I live in. What, and then I got some random people to take photos for me. These ones aren't too great because I was in the shade, but she offered, "Oh, do you want me to take it again?" Because they're and these, thank you, random two Chinese women, maybe lesbians, I don't know, but they were so nice and they like look swag. So the thing is, I do have social anxiety, so getting people to take photos for me felt like a massive Herculean effort. Like, excuse me, and but it worked out. Then later on, fucking Tower Bridge, some random Indian man fucking clutched up. Am I speaking? Oh yeah, fine. This is so then took this photo, which I did in the end use for my yearbook because it just looks good. Like the sky looks really nice. So then I was just fucking around, then spent like another half an hour deliberating, didn't. But I got Starbucks in the end. That was quite nice. And I just felt really confident, surprisingly. The train was empty, so I was just taking some photos of me, and I felt so fucking swag. Because I also had my fucking tote bag, dude. I'm so proud of that tote bag. I was wearing both the fucking hoodie, the Kafune hoodie, and the Kafune tote bag. Fuck yeah. So then that was there, and I got that photo. Then Friday was the day where the deadline was meant to be for the yearbook. So um well, I did get lunch with my parents at some Indian restaurant. That was fun. But then after that, I also was in a voice call with one friend, and we were both overthinking because I love that bastard. He's so similar to me. So we were talking about what the yearbook's meant to be like and stuff. It turns out that I did enter a flow state and cooked, right? Like the stuff I have written on there, the word bits, the answers to questions, it's really nicely worded. So I'm quite proud of that. The only thing is, which I'm still not sure, is music. How much I want to put there because, I mean, music is an important part to me. And the question is, what's been your soundtrack to school life? But also, there's some songs I don't want to put because I really like them, but they're also just really fucked, like depression, kind of like. One that I've been blasting a bunch in the last few months was Die Without Permission, which already doesn't sound great by title, and one of the lyrics, which is I didn't kill myself, I just died inside. I really like the song though, it's way more upbeat than the title sounds. But if I put that, my parents will listen to it and they'll hear the lyrics, so it's like, no, I don't want them to hear my depression music. Um, but in the end, I got some photos. Saturday, I had a friend's birthday. That was at a really nice restaurant. I quickly washed my hair beforehand, and my hair looked kind of goofy, but random ass photo I took, like so voluminous, just outward going, whatever. And it was a really nice restaurant where I had a steak and I tried whiskey. The whiskey wasn't even bad. My friends were going to tell me, "Oh, that you don't won't like the taste. You won't like the taste." I liked it. It tasted nice. And what was that? But yeah, what was anything important? Just chatting with friends. Oh yeah, when I reached, I jokingly said something to my friend, which okay, I mean, he is gay, but like moreover, he was wearing this like it's not even a necklace. It looks like a choker around his neck, and I said, "Why are you wearing a choker? That looks weird." And then he just insulted me, saying, "Okay, you thought you coming to this restaurant with that hair looks cool." Like as much as it looks like that, I just didn't comb my hair. It just dried after a very quick and rushed shower. Nothing major apart from the fact that as soon as I left my friends, I started feeling like shit, and it's like, fuck, why do I have this thing where like when I'm with my friends, happy, and then just sudden crash the moment they disappear and I disappear from them, whatever. Then next day, I don't think much happened, but I ate at some nice restaurant with my parents. I say nice, it was good food, but also the rice in one of the dishes you could tell was frozen, but nonetheless not bad. So that was the first week of the holidays. I did not do much work. The plan, and I say plan, this is from like before March, this is from like February, would have been, oh yeah, first week of the holidays, week 14, get a haircut. As you can probably tell, I still haven't. That comes into place more in the later weeks because I really want to go to not a barber, which is because a barber was where I went last time, and I got slimed. My hair was like this long on the sides. Like fuck that, no. But so I want to try and find a proper hair salon, and then I've been procrastinating finding one, but that's in later weeks. So uh, the major things of this week 14 were board games on Tuesday, just randomly going to and taking photos and getting someone to take photos from me in London on the Thursday, which I could talk about because it's the idea about just do it, and that was honestly kind of fun. Friday was yearbook, and Saturday was friends dinner. Yeah, not much else. As always, I doubt anyone will be seeing this last bit, but yeah, if you are, thank you for watching. See ya.